Alright, welcome to another video. If you haven't been here before, my name is Georgia Jo and this is my channel where I talk all things books. So today I'm going to choose my September TBR and I'm going to do the little prompt jar method again. So I've got my little prompt jar here. It's actually just a candle holder from Primark and it's got all my prompts in. I did this last month and I don't actually think I read most of them, I'll be honest, but I'm really going to try my best this month. So we're going to choose 5 prompts, I think, because there's a couple of books that I just want to get read or that I'm in the middle of. So yeah, I'm going to choose 5, maybe 6, and we'll go from there. But yeah, let's just get into it. So I've got all my little prompts in here and we'll go with this one. Okay, so prompt number 1. Oops, we have got any romance. Okay, any romance. I do have quite a few romances on my shelves. So these 2 are my TBR. These are the shelves that the read books that I've read go on, and these 2 are my TBR. I know, it's a lot of books, but we're trying to get it down. So any romance we have got. Okay, so I'm actually going to go with a new release, which I have already started. I'm not even a third of the way through, so I've got quite a lot to go, but I'm going to go with Daydream by Hannah Grace. So this is her newest release from the Maple Hills series. The first 2 being Icebreaker and Wildfire, which are, they're up there somewhere. So yeah, I'm going to read this one. I think I was going to read this one anyway, so it's a little bit of a cheat to put it on my TBR, but it is a romance book and I'm really enjoying it and I'm really looking forward to reading the rest. So yeah, that's what we're going to go with for our first book. And then our next option, we're going to go with this one, and it is Buy Yourself a Book Off Your Wish List. Okay, I know what I'm going to go for with this because I've pre-ordered it already and I'm trying my best not to order, you know, or buy any more books unless I've already pre-ordered it, you know. I think this is the only, I think I've got 2 pre-orders coming through in September. So we're gonna go with Rewitched by Lucy Jane Wood. So I've pre-ordered this book. It doesn't come out until the 19th of September, so this will be a later one in the month. But yeah, we're gonna go with that one rather than buy another book. I'm going to go with one that I've already pre-ordered. So yeah, we're going to go with Rewitched, which I think is like a fantasy. It looks very cute. I've been following the author and her, like, you know, social media. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to reading it. It just looks like a very cozy, magical book, you know. So we're going to go with that one for our second book. And then third, we will go with this one, and this is Furniture on the Cover. Okay, Furniture on the Cover. This might take me a while to find, so I'll have a little mooch and I will come back to you. Okay, that was actually more difficult than I thought it was going to be, but I have found a few. So our first option is Bookish and the Beast by Ashley Poston. So this has got like bookshelves on there. That is option number 1. So this is part of the Once Upon a Con series. It's just like a romance book. I'm assuming it's going to be loosely based on Beauty and the Beast. But yeah, I have read the other 2 from this series and enjoyed them. They're just easy to read romances, you know. So sometimes you need that, but I have already got Daydream on my list. So I'm not 100% sold on this one, but it is an option. And then we have got The Last Library by Freya Sampson, which has got like a book trolley on there, which might be, it is furniture. I would say it is furniture. So yeah, we've got that one. I'm not 100% sure what this book is about. I think it's maybe like a literary fiction or something like that, general fiction. I'm not sure, but it does look very cute, so that is definitely an option. Then we have got The Lost Bookshop by Evie Woods, which has also got like a bookcase on, and it also has a house. I have a lot of books that have like buildings on and like houses and stuff, but I didn't really think that counted as furniture. But this one does also have like the whole book is a bookshelf. So yeah, we've got that option. I do want to read this, but I don't know what's stopping me from reading it, you know. But we have got that one. And then last but not least, we have got The People on Platform 5, which is, it's got like a bench and stuff on the front cover, which I think I've had this one on a few of my like monthly TBRs and just never gone to pick it up. And I just feel like this isn't the month that I want to pick it up. So I think I'm gonna go with The Last Library, because this is never on my monthly TBR. I've never even thought to pick it up, and I feel like that's where these prompts really come in handy, because they make you pick up books that maybe you wouldn't normally look at, you know. So that's making me want to pick this one up so I can get it read. Plus I think it's a bit like maybe a summery one. Not necessarily it's based in summer, but you know, just that kind of vibe with a book, you know what I mean. And obviously we're coming to the end of summer now, so yeah, I think I'm gonna put this one on and give it a go and see how we get on with it. So that is The Last Library by Freya Sampson. That is the third one on the book, which is Furniture on the Cover. So that's that one. Third one on the TBR is what I meant to say, not third one on the book. That's this one. That's what I'm going with. Okay, fourth book. Let's have a look. Let's go for one at the bottom. Whoop. Oh, we'll have to go with the one that's fallen out. Okay, so we have got a book from an author you've never read. I definitely have quite a few of those. I feel like this is pretty much just a sort of free pick, because I have a lot of books from authors I've never read before. So yeah, I've got a few that I really would like to get to. So we'll choose one of them. Let me have a look. Okay, we're going to go with a book that I've actually been wanting to read for a while but just haven't picked it up. And that is Can't Spell Treason Without T by Rebecca Thorne. I don't know if this is her debut novel, but I think it's maybe the most like popular book that she's written, maybe. Or maybe I've just never heard of her. I'm gonna double check actually, make sure I've not read any other books by this author. Okay, yeah, no, I've definitely never read a book by this author before. So this is what we're gonna go with. I think it's like it says a cozy fantasy, and I think I remember the author saying it was very heavily inspired by Bookshops and Bone Dust. That's the second one. Legends and Lattes. It was heavily inspired by that, and I really enjoyed that book. So I'm hoping I'm going to really enjoy this. Plus I feel like September, we're getting into the colder months, the bare months, and that's just the time for fantasy, I feel. Especially cozy fantasy. So yeah, I'm going to go with this one. Can't Spell Treason Without T. Also, beautiful book. So pretty. We're gonna go with this one. Okay, so that is 4 books. I think we'll do 2 more, because Daydream was gonna be one of the books that I chose anyway outside of this. So I think we'll do 2 more because I was gonna have that one on there anyway, you know. So yeah, let's go with the 5th one. We'll go with this one. And it is More Than One Person on the cover. Okay, I think I've got a few of these. Let me have a mooch. Okay, we've got a couple from ones that I've already picked out, like People on Platform 5 and Bookish and the Beast. So we do have those 2, if I can't find any others. Okay, I picked out a few books. There's probably more, but these are the ones that I've picked out. So we've got The Cats We Meet Along the Way by Nadia Mikhail, which has got 2 people and a cat on the front cover, sat in the little bus. So we do have this one. I have no idea what this book is about. It says, when the world is ending, who matters most to you? So I'm assuming it's going to be a bit of like a, not necessarily an apocalypse, but you know, something like that. So yeah, we've got that one. We've also got A Bicycle Built for Sue by Daisy Tate, which has got 3 girls on a bike. I think this is like a sort of feel-good book, you know, about friendship and finding your sort of group of people and things like that. So that's definitely an option. We've got Eleanor Apart by Rainbow Rowell, which has got 2 people wearing headphones on the front. I don't know what this is about. It says not suitable for younger readers on the front, so I don't really know what that one's about. We've then got John Steinbeck's Of Mice and Men, which obviously has got Lenny and George, are they called, on the front. So I have read this book in school, but a long time ago, and I'm trying to get, you know, classics, some more classics read, because I've massively fell behind on it. So I bought this book. I actually bought a couple of classics to read, and it's quite a thin book. It's very, very, very small, so that is definitely an option. But like I say, I have read it. I know the story. I don't remember every single like detail of it, but I remember what the story is based on and what happens. So yeah, we have got that one. Then we've got a book that is honestly probably been on 3 or 4 of my monthly TBRs, and I don't know what it is. I never seem to pick it up, and it is Ace of Spades by Farida Abike Iyamide. And I don't know what it is. I feel like I'm really looking forward to reading this book, but I just never actually pick it up, and I don't know why. Maybe I won't put it on my TBR, and that'll probably then when I'll pick it up, you know, because that's how it always seems to go. So yeah, I don't think I will pick that one up. And then like I say, I've got the 2 that I picked out before, People on Platform 5 and Bookish and Beast. And I've got a very fluffy tailed cat running about right now. You're a nuisance. What are you doing? Yeah, I'm trying to film. Shush. So I think the book that I think I'm actually, which is a book I've never picked up before, I've like thought to pick up, I'm gonna go with The Cats We Meet Along the Way. I feel like my cat running around is a sign that I should read this book. So yeah, I'm gonna go with this one. I feel like it's very different to other books that I would normally pick up, so we'll go with this and we'll see what it's all about. So this is the 5th one. Yeah, 5th prompt. Is it the 5th? Yeah, because one of them's Rewitched, is it called, that is pre-ordered. Anyway, yeah, The Cats We Meet Along the Way is our 5th book. And then last but not least from the prompt jar, we're going to go with this one, and it is A Book You Bought Without Knowing Anything About It. That is a lot of these books. I feel like I say that when I'm, you know, when I've got a pile of books here and I'm like, I don't know what this one is about, but it is an option. I feel like that's a lot of the books that I own. So really, this is another free pick, probably, because yeah, that is a lot of my books. So let's have a look. I feel like I want to get a lot of my hardbacks read, just because they're all up here and they don't fit in a TBR, you know, because they're too tall. They don't, or they're too wide. So if I put it in, I can't put another book next to it. Does that make sense? So I feel like I want to get them read so I can get them on my shelves. I've forgotten the prompt. I've been talking that long. A book you bought without knowing anything about it. Okay, let's have a look. I'm gonna choose one of my, what is it called, hardbacks. God, I feel like I'm just going a bit loopy today. So the options we've got are this one. I don't know anything about it. I bought it off Vinted because I think they were selling other books that I wanted, and I can't help myself but buy more. So yeah, we've got this one, Star Daughter by Shveta Thakrar. That is definitely an option. Then we have this one, which again I got off Vinted, and it's got, you can see it a little bit, it's got like a glittery sprayed edges, which I've never seen before. Obviously I've seen sprayed edges, but not like glittery ones. So this is definitely an option, and it says 6 Fey Relics, 1 Daring Thief, the score of a lifetime. I have been eyeing this book up for a while, and I've seen people say on the sort of Goodreads reviews that they really enjoyed it. They think it's not as popular as like a lot of other books, purely just because the front cover isn't sort of eye-catching enough, but the actual book is amazing. So that is definitely an option. It's just very thick, but it's still, we'll put it there as an option. And then we'll choose one more, I think, because like I say, I could go on for ages with books that I don't know anything about that I bought. We'll go with this one because this has been on my TBR for a long time, and I couldn't even tell you the genre of it. And it is Mad Honey by Jodie Picoult and Jennifer Finney Boland. Have they both written it? I think they might have both wrote it. yeah, I couldn't tell you what genre it is. I don't know anything about it, but it's been on my TBR probably for like 2 years now, so it's been a long time, and I would really like to get it read. Gimli, what you doing? Bloody cats. Yeah, I'm gonna put this one, I'm gonna choose this one. As much as I would like to read the others, I think it'll be good to get this one ticked off. So I'm gonna go with this one, Mad Honey by Jodie Picoult, I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right, and Jennifer Finney Boland. I'm gonna go with this one. Let me know if you've read it. Oh, in fact, let me know if you've read it and it was good, but don't tell me anything about it because I'm gonna go into it completely blind. Like I say, I don't even know the genre of it. So we'll go with this one, Mad Honey. And that is the end of the TBR prompts. I do have another book that I'm adding to my TBR, which I was always going to add, which is Everything I Never Told You by Celeste NG. Because me and my sisters and my mum are starting a book club, and this is our first choice, which my younger sister chose. So we're going to go with this one. I actually bought it off Vinted, and I'm just flicking through it and can see some of the pages have been folded, which is like really not the end of the world. It's just not something that I do, but that's okay. I can unfold them and squish them together. Oh, there's only one. There's only one. Anyway, this is a book that has been chosen for our first book club, which is we're doing our first like meet up on the 15th, I think it is, of September. So I've got 2 weeks to read this book, which will be fine. I will get it read in 2 weeks. But yeah, so this one is going on the TBR anyway. So I think that's 7 books now, and I don't really like the thought of leaving it on 7. So I'm gonna choose, I know what I'm going to choose. I'm going to put this one on. City of Heavenly Fire by Cassandra Clare. So this is the 6th book in the Mortal Instruments series. I think it's the last. I think there's only 6. And obviously I've read the first 5. And I'm really enjoying it. I started watching the series. I think there's 13 episodes in the first series. And I think I've watched 12 of them. I think we've got 1 episode left. And I'm enjoying it because it's cool to see the sort of books like come to life. But I also, oh bloody hell, that made me jump. It's also not my like favourite series ever, you know. I just think it's a little bit cheesy. It's very young, I think, and I do think the book reads very young, but sort of the more it goes on, the more stuff's happening. Like I think the first book was a little bit slow, so maybe the series will pick up. But yeah, it's not my favourite series at the moment, but I would like to get all the books read before we carry on the series, you know. I don't want it to get to points where I'm watching it before I read it. So yeah, I definitely want to get this one read, so we're going to add this to the TBR as well. So that will be 8 books on my September TBR. So let's do a little recap of the books we've chosen. So our first prompt was any romance, and we have got Daydream by Hannah Grace, which is the 3rd one in the Maple Hills series. I don't know if it's only going to be a trilogy or if it's going to be more, I don't know. Second prompt was buy yourself a book off your wish list. So we're going to read Rewitched by Jane something, or something Jane. I have the memory of a goldfish. Lucy Jane Wood. At least I got the Jane right. Lucy Jane Wood, that's our second book. And then third up we have got The Last Library by Freya Sampson, which is a book with furniture on the front cover. And then next up we've got Can't Spell Treason Without T by Rebecca Thorne, which is an author I've not read a book from before. Then we have The Cats We Meet Along the Way by Nadia McHale, which is also an author I've never read before, but it also has 2 people on the front cover, or more than 1 person. And then next up we have Mad Honey by Jodie Picoult and Jennifer Finney Boland, which is a book I don't know anything about, which, like I said earlier, is a lot of my books, but I did choose this one. And then we've got 2 books which I'm going to read anyway, which I just added with no prompts, and that is Everything I Never Told You, which is my book club book, and City of Heavenly Fire by Cassandra Clare, which is just a series I want to finish this month. So yeah, that is all 8 books. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then the pre-order. 8 books for this month. Hopefully I'll get them all read. I don't know how many are read in August, but I feel like 8's a good number. It's definitely doable. So yeah, they are my September TBR. Hopefully you enjoyed the video. If you did and you would like to subscribe, I would really appreciate it. But other than that, I will see you in a bit.